Hey everyone, I wanted to just jump in and talk about food and eating out in Lapland. Lapland is expensive, the food is expensive. I guess my thought around that is that it's part of the experience, but by no means does that mean that I eat out all the time. So last night I ate at the Three Elves restaurant. Part of the reason for that was because I was tired and I just couldn't be bothered thinking about anything, so I just thought that was easier to go and do that. Typically, I would not be okay with spending $60 on a beer and a burger. That said, we did eat at that same restaurant 2 years ago when we all came, and it was frightfully expensive, well beyond what we would normally spend on food. So we always book accommodation that is self-contained, so that we have catering facilities, and we do like to eat out occasionally, but when we were here a couple of years ago, we didn't really do that. We ate at Burger King one night and we ate at the Three Elves one night, and everything else we really ate in, and we took packed lunches everywhere. So even when we went to Santa Park, we just made sandwiches and did that. So if we had anything out, it was probably just a coffee and one of the yummy scrolls. So we sort of were still experiencing the eating out or having treats, but they weren't meals because we just found it too expensive. So that was beyond our means, but obviously that's not the same for everybody. So anyway, I just wanted to jump in because while I went out for dinner last night, tonight I'm having Korean barbecue noodles, which cost me €2.19. So yeah, not overly exciting, that's for sure, and I'm not adding any vegetables to it. I think it's got some vegetables in it, so that'll have to do. I actually brought this from home and I brought this to actually have last night on my first night here, even that was too hard last night. It just felt easier to go out. So anyway, they're pretty good, and I've actually just seen these in the supermarket here in Rovaniemi, so I'm not sure how much they were because I didn't buy any more, but I brought that. And I also brought some couscous, and that's just because that's easy and I can do that sort of anywhere. And I figure if worst case scenario, because a few of the places that I'm going to in the next few days are probably a little bit more remote, so I'm not actually sure what access I'm going to have to food at this time of year, or eating out. So yeah, I brought some of these from home. And the other thing that I brought from home, which has also been good, are these Safcol tuna sachets. So they're mixed. This one's got lentils, sweet corn, Thai black rice. They pack really thin, and I really just threw a few of these in to kind of keep me going through the travel, but like through the trip from Melbourne through to Rovaniemi. But they've been really handy, so I'd probably even pack some of them again, and I'll just eat them out of the packet, which is probably a bit gross, but that's okay, I'm travelling. So I guess I've just bought some bananas from the supermarket. So 4 bananas cost me €1.54. These little bready sort of pita things cost €1.58. So there's 2 in there, and I'm planning on having those with some sliced cheese that I've bought. So I'm going to have that tomorrow. I can't remember, the receipt is in Finnish, so there's nothing that resembles cheese on here, but I bought a packet of pre-sliced cheese. So that's going to be my lunch tomorrow on the way to my next stop. I bought some chocolate chip cookies, which I think cost me about 59 cents. Some 2 scrolls, that was €2.74, and this as well. Again, I don't really know what I've bought this for, but it's like a pull apart bready sort of thing. I might have some of that later if I'm still hungry. and again, I don't know how much that costs because I can't read the receipt. I'd like to be able to tell you, but I can't. So, and I also bought a bottle of wine, and that cost €7.89. So yeah, like I've bought a few different things, couple of chocolate bars just in case. They were €1.15. So anyway, just a few things that I guess just to show you that you don't have to spend a fortune, and even if you don't have self-catering, you know, don't be afraid to just go cheap, you know, every now and then. And as a rule, like if you're in accommodation that provides you with breakfast, which this one obviously does, I eat up big, and then yeah, just if I need something through the day, then I'll have it. Obviously with kids it's a bit different because they could eat all day. I did buy a sandwich today for lunch from the supermarket and it cost me €3.15, and it was really good. So I actually think that's cheaper than what I'd pay for a sandwich in Australia. Anyway, bought some chips too. Again, no idea how much they are. Actually, maybe that was €2.45, so it's kind of an in-between packet of like what you get in Australia. A bit bigger than a small, but smaller than a large. Anyway, if you have any other questions or yeah, want to know anything about anything else related to food or anything else, feel free to send me a message or yeah, comment on the video below. Thanks. What I wanted to share with you was just a little tip about shopping in a supermarket in Finland, and maybe it's a Europe thing, it probably is, but it threw me a little bit when I first did it, and I had to watch some people do it again this time to remember how it works. Anyway, when it comes to buying fruit and vegetables and even these scrolly things, you know how we go to a supermarket and they're in a cabinet, and I don't know, the checkouts just know what they are. Well, what you have to do here is put it in a bag and then put it on the scales. So everything, so these are scrolls, but they're charged per kilo. So next to the item, there's a little number, there's just a number, and you take the bag over to the scales, you put it on the scales and you press the number, and then it spits out a little sticker like that that's got the price on it. So it was the same with the bananas. I do actually remember the bananas were number 1, so I just put them on the scales, hit number 1, and then it prints out the price tag. So it's quite simple, and then you just scan it or put it through the checkout and someone will help. So anyway, hopefully that helps, because yeah, we completely did it wrong the first time, and it was very awkward because we had a whole line full of people waiting for us, and we had to, yeah. Anyway, long story, but yeah, hopefully that is helpful for you. I had 2 supermarket mishaps today that I thought I'd better share, even after my last video explaining to people how to buy vegetables in Europe in some supermarkets where you have to put the number in and get the sticky label. Well, I forgot to do that on my bananas, which was very awkward at the checkout because I was at a self-checkout, and so in the end I just walked out with the bananas hoping that nobody would notice, back into the supermarket and put it on the scales and got my sticker. Anyway, I sorted that out. The other thing I wanted to mention was that in this particular supermarket, and I remember this happening to us last time we were here, but at the self-checkout they have like exit gates, and they often don't just open. You have to scan your receipt to say that you've paid before they'll open. So of course I was trying to get out without doing this, and some kind person just went before me and showed me what to do.